There's so much snow here. The 350Z is absolutely covered. Everything came in, right, Ari?
A lot of boxes.
A lot of boxes. We have so many boxes. So today is gonna be kind of a different kind of video. I actually enjoy making wiring. I'm really excited to try this. This is the big heavy box. This is a mystery package. Guys, back from Puerto Rico. There's so much snow here. The 350Z is absolutely covered. There's like a foot, maybe 18 inches of snow. And our secret car over there that we're not gonna tell you what it is, that's covered. Today I have my nephew, Ari, with me, helping me out in the shop. We're gonna get back to progress on the RX7. When we left, we had already made a ton of progress on the RX7. We needed some things. So I placed a huge order when I was gone on vacation. Everything came in, right, Ari?
A lot of boxes.
A lot of boxes. We have so many boxes. So today is gonna be kind of a different kind of video. What we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna do an unboxing because I don't have that much time today and he doesn't have that much time. So we're just gonna make a quick video. We're gonna show you everything that I bought when I was away. I'm just gonna kind of go over like, this is why we got these parts and what they're going to do for us, where we're gonna put them. That's what we're gonna do in this video. So if you're interested, stick around and here we go. Let's see what we got. Jess says we come home and we always have Christmas. This is something I'm super stoked about. If you guys been in racing for a while or drifting for a while, you've probably heard of paintless. If any of you guys have ever done wiring, race cars, motorcycles, or dirt bikes, or really any sort of like ignition, timing, wiring, you understand that it can be difficult, it can be frustrating, it can be very, very, very time consuming. I actually enjoy making wiring. I might be like a little nerdy for that. I like to make it neat and clean and organized. I like to have everything fused and relayed. I want to have it labeled. I want to know where everything is. Panic does all of that. This is a really cool kind of plug and play solution for wiring. Obviously, it's not the cheapest option out there, but it is a really good option out there. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this. This is my first painless harness that I've ever had. And this is not the only thing we're using. We will be making a lot of our own wiring, but to save some time, energy, and effort, we are going to use this as well. This is going to be included in our main panel. These are just quick release battery terminal connectors. I'm not sure if we're gonna use these or not. I really wanted to try them. I think they're gonna be cool. I don't know. I really don't know. This was one of those things that you like order and you're like, let me test it and see. Is this trash? Is this garbage? Or is this the next best thing? So it's a battery terminal quick disconnect. So what should happen every single time is that when you need to disconnect either your positive or your negative terminal, you should just be able to slap that thing down. Now it's connected. Slap that thing back up, boom, ready to rip, right? Like just off. So we'll see if this actually works the way it's supposed to.
Metal.
These guys are, I believe this is 2.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken, and these are stainless steel. I have a project in mind where we needed 4 of these exactly. Think of this.
Classic phone.
Project where you need to like stuff something in place because you don't want air or something to like come by it and you're gonna seal it off. And sometimes you just need foam. We have some 16 AN bungs. They come on and off together. I've never had a bad connection point from the ones that I bought pre-done. So I think that's a pro tip for you guys. Buy them pre-done. Let's get some of this stuff aside. I like to buy extra because for the projects that we're doing, usually I'm doing like 20, 30 wiring projects a year. And so because of that, I wanted to make sure that our inventory was good so we could continue to work without delay. So these are car heaters. So if I can have an electrical heater with a little fan that can blow, I can blow that directly on the window for the driver and then for the passenger. And that means that can act as defrost. We're gonna tell you if this works or not. The other really cool thing about this is one, they're super cheap. There's like 20 bucks. And if this works, that saves you from plumbing in a heater core system into your race car. If you think about the weight savings behind that, it's immense. Like we might be saving 20 to 30, 40 pounds depending on your setup. And this thing probably weighs less than a pound, maybe it's 1.5 pounds. This is lighter than any HVAC setup that you could possibly have in a car.
Heavy one.
The heavy one. All right, let's do it. Oh baby. First thing, what do we have?
The wiring things.
More connectors. This is some wiring stuff that we ordered. I believe this is 2 gauge. I've just been like overkilling all of our systems with big thick wire that's unnecessary, not needed. After like really thinking about it this time, we are gonna go with a 2 gauge wire for all of our primary main heavy duty loads. This is wiring. So this is 18 gauge wiring. I'm not exactly sure what that one is. And this is gonna be a heavier, thicker gauge wire. I ordered all the wiring that we were possibly gonna need for this entire build. 2 seconds, and it sure is. This is a -6 line. What the heck? This is our battery mount. This is wire, so this is gonna be 10 gauge wire. I think we have everything that we're possibly gonna need for this. So this, I'm not gonna open up because I have some of it right here. This is what it is. This is air hose brake ducting. So here is what we are talking about. This is gonna go in here. We will have this be a seal as well. This is something that we're waiting on. That would be great. So this is going to be a tank that allows the supercharger to stay cool. I have some really cool, interesting ideas on how to get the maximum bang for our buck, if you would, on a setup like this. Maybe you guys can guess in the comments below, how do you think that we're gonna make this thing maximum efficient? Oh, buddy, okay. This is the big heavy box. Rip her open, baby.
Let's
see. Oh, they got you, dude. It's a box in a box. All right. This is an Optima battery. They are not the best batteries, but they are some of the most enduring batteries. Put your arms out here and try to lift it. Okay, don't bring it off the table.
Wait.
Just lift.
Bro.
Yeah, she's heavy. So when we work on race cars, unless you have a crazy amount of money to spend on batteries, or you really need a certain kind of battery for a certain reason, this is our last box. I just want to show you other ones. These are oil catch can. We use these often when this is too tall, because you can see that sometimes this is just too tall for whatever application you might be running into. They make another one that happens to be almost the same thing, just on its side, and we can run both lines from both sides of the engine to one tank, and that was the ultimate goal. So I'm very excited to try it. So now we are on to the last of our packages. Here is more 10 gauge wire. Why do I have more 10 gauge wire, you ask? It's because this one is wrapped together. You can see this right here. It's not separate. We use this stuff because it keeps the wiring looms tight. So if you want a really tight wiring loom, but you want the positive and negative to run all the way out to wherever you want them to go, this is a great option. And so that's why we have this. Again, more Deechworks connectors. This is a new door locking system. This is actually, shout out to Ian. Thank you, Ian, for finally inspiring me to change the locks here at the garage. And then this guy, some people talk crap about these. I'm of the opinion with these that if you use them correctly and you use them right, you don't have an issue. You use a proper heat gun, you don't use a lighter. Now, a lot of people talk to me and they have issues with them failing. You'll see the videos running around on the internet where they put the two wires in there, they heat it up, they solder it, and then they immediately pull it apart. They do that when the solder is still hot. Right? Once that solder is cold, you're not pulling that apart.
You gotta let it cool down.
It has to be cold, yes. And it literally shows you in the directions. You need a heat gun. This is how you do it. And I even go a step further with this. If I have two joints next to each other, so like let's say I have 3 wires in a row and all 3 of them are gonna need one of these, I'm gonna do one of 2 things. I'm gonna, 1, wrap each one of those in electrical tape after I made that connection, or 2, I'm gonna have individual heat shrinks in between them before I made that connection, and then I'll put something over it. A lot of times what I'll end up doing is I will put electrical tape over the connector. So these are all of our wiring colors, all of our wiring choices, and all sorts of different gauges. So I believe this is 14, 16, and 12. Those are all of the things that I ordered for the RX7. We're gonna open up one more thing.
Yeah.
So this guy.
Mystery package.
Yeah, this is a mystery package. This is something your boy Steve custom built. If you've been following along, you should have seen the video and you'll know what this is.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
Perfect. All right. This is the Nissan 350Z FDF steering rack relocation kit. Super stoked about this, guys. It turned out so good. You can see that this is exactly what we had here. So if you watch that video, you'll know that we chopped off the front of the subframe and then we put this plate on here, right? And then what we did is we sent it out to my dude, Joe Dirt. Shout out to Joe Dirt. He sandblasted this thing for me, and then we sent this directly to powder coating same day, so it got no rust. They powder coated the entire thing. And then what we'll be doing is this. This is our brand new 350Z steering rack. So this steering rack is gonna pop up in here like so. I wish the RX7 was done so we can bring the 350Z back in so we can do all the things that I want to do to it. The whole second shelf, that's all 350Z stuff. We're not gonna touch any of this until the RX7's done. When the RX7 comes home from the dyno, or the day that the RX7 goes out to the dyno, that's the day the 350Z will roll back in, and we're gonna make all the upgrades for 2026 before we go out and frickin' send it. So until next time, you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace.